Hey guys, it's Fofo Tsukiyomi, and today we're finally going to be talking about Isagi versus Nagi in every round in Bluelock. This video was edited a month ago, but I never got to do the voice recording, so it's finally time. We're gonna do each round: first round, second round, third round, U20 match, and then the NEL. And I'm pretty sure the NEL has already been decided, so I don't even need to wait for that arc to finish. Let's get to it. Let's talk about Isagi's first selection run. Isagi had to face Barrow first, and he had to face a Barrow whose team was better than Team Z only because of the reason that it was the first game and they hadn't figured out how to transform a 0 into 1, hence why their team was so disoriented and really bad. Like, if you took the game where they played Team B and put Barrow's team against them instead, they would have destroyed Barrow for sure, as they would have been really good as a working team. Next is the Nico game, and Isagi already has a 1 assist heading into this, and he does get another assist and scores finally in Bluelock against Nico's team, and he's able to start having that thing of understanding more of his smell of a goal. The third game was really, I think he did assist Chigri, but this was more of a Chigri and Kuon game than Isagi game. And then the last game, obviously, he had that magical moment where he scored against Team B. Now, he ends off in this with 2 goals and 3 assists. Now, meanwhile for Nagi, he comes in here not giving a damn. He scores like a hat-trick in the first game. Against Team W, he scores 1 goal without even trying. And it's basically easy mode because when they face Team Y, they're very disoriented. So they face a weaker Team Y. Team W is probably the most hardest opponent for both sides. But the problem was they didn't have some Kuon Watawaru who will give away their team and make it a 12v10. So they kind of had an easier route to it, I would say, in my opinion. And they did win 5-1 with Nagi not even having to do anything. The third match against Barrow, like I said earlier, this is a team that's fully functional. So that means Barrow's not gonna win this matchup, and they perfectly outplayed Barrow in this match, and Nagi finally started getting heat up. This was the game where Nagi started giving a rat's ass about football. Maybe not this game, but he started having heat. He started having heat towards football. As he told Barrow, I still don't give a rat's ass about football. Not still. I know GS Smoke is gonna come at me if I say anything wrong. Bro is always on my watch. Damn. The final game against Team Z is definitely their hardest game, as they did lose. And Nagi did score a hat-trick in this game. So Nagi ends off in the NEL. I mean, not the NEL, the first selection with, I want to 3 + 1, 2, 9 goals. Yeah, that's a lot. Nagi did a whole lot of nothing but score. He didn't do anything, but he scored, except for the final game where he started finally giving a rat's ass about football, and he was the one who orchestrated the final goal for Team V against Team Z. And if it wasn't for the fact that Isagi understood his direct shot, Nagi would have scored that, because Nagi was going to wait for Isagi to tap the ball at least once on his foot and then stop it immediately, as he thought Isagi would have trapped it. Now that I've talked about both of these guys in their first selection roundups, who wins this? And I have to give this to Nagi Seishiro, as Isagi did not become an adaptability monster and relied on the weapon of smelling a goal. As soon as he got that weapon, he did not really improve, and he basically he just used his ability to survive through it. And he had like way better teammates, or way more useful teammates compared to Nagi, who only had Ray on Zentetsu. Imagine switching these two guys' clubs. Nagi with Team Z would be way more OP than Isagi with Team V, you dig? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna give this point to Nagi Seishiro, as Nagi takes the lead 1-0. Now, coming into the second selection, Isagi and Nagi played the first 4 games together. As the first game, Nagi did better than Isagi, as Nagi and Bachiro were doing the carry job, and Bachiro was the best player, as Bachiro was the one who had to leave. The second game, If anyone says Isagi carried that game, you're an idiot. But this was also crucial because just as Chigiri, Bao, and Nagi had to learn from the weaknesses in episode Nagi, this was Isagi's learn your weakness game against Bao and Naohaya. And he scores the final goal, overcoming his weakness, which was the fact that he didn't know how to adapt and use his eyes well. And figuring out the blind spots of Naohaya meant that he had finally done it. Nagi did score 4 goals, but that was the last time Nagi was the damn star, as the MC finally took his throne in the next game. And even though Isagi got chosen by Rin, I think this was the game in the second selection that defined your Orichi Isagi. Against all odds, Bao being a cock-a-doodle-doo of a teammate, and yeah, he just started going to work. He started using Nagi and Bao to the best of his abilities. Everyone on that pitch was just Isagi's toy. It was like Isagi playing with his little man, and he went to work. He got the first goal out of Nagi and then scored the second goal by using Bao outside that version, and that was nice. Everything Nagi did in this match was because of Isagi. The only play I would give Nagi personal credit without Isagi was the play where he stopped Chigiri, as that was something he knew because of Rail, similar to how Rin only knew how to stop Sei because of their long-term relationship. But yeah, Nagi stopping Chigiri was a feat to be reckoned with. And yeah, the final match, Nagi does so well because he's getting carried by Isagi's thinking, and he's just filling in the little gap that is necessary for Isagi to equalize to win, which is Nagi, and Nagi scores the 2 shot fake revolver and scores against Rin. What else happens? I think I've said enough. Isagi develops the back heel shot and keeps on developing. Now in episode Nagi did not improve as of what I've read. The only thing he actually did in this game was catch a ball and score. Bao and Chigiri carried, and I mean hard carried. And I'm going to talk about this more into depth in the Nagi analysis video. And oh my gosh, this is my second time making an analysis of video of Nagi. Bro, your downfall is this bad if I'm making 2 videos about you. That's crazy. And now we gotta determine the winner. We have yet to see how Nagi will face Kyorjin, and I am not waiting a whole 2 months to make this audio, so I'm here now. And from what I've seen, Isagi did way better in the second selection. Nagi only had 1 game where he was clearly carry jobbing Isagi, and Isagi carry jobbed him in the 2 more important games, and Nagi kind of like died without Isagi. Meanwhile, Isagi was being a triple chemical reaction of Bachira and went to score a goal against the World 5. Yeah, buddy, you're not him. Alright, so now it's 1-1 and we're going to the third selection. Who would win this one? And also, yeah, Rin was a very decisive point in me. I think it was Marlon Joe. When he brought up the Rin point, I'm like, yeah, Isagi has to win that point. Third selection, this is very hard because Isagi did do a better performance in the games we saw live, but the problem is Nagi plays more games. So in this game Isagi plays, Isagi got a goal and was the reason why Rin scored the 4th goal for the team, because Isagi got the steal and it was 3-4 from Karasu. And it was only because he came up a bit short that he didn't get to score that goal. And used Rin and Shido's hatred for each other against them. Meanwhile, Nagi also does a good job as he's able to use his chemical reaction, make a whole new chemical reaction with Yukimiya to score an insane goal, and he scores in every match. So but the problem is, Nagi didn't have to deal with Rin and Shido as teammates as Isagi did, and he wasn't the weakest link to his team, as Karasu would have man-marked him. And Otoya wasn't really playing defense in this third selection. So Nagi didn't really have to deal with much, and Nagi didn't really care about winning as there was no pressure for him to be eliminated. And I felt that Nagi would have played the same as every game, and Nagi's it's cool what Nagi did, but it isn't like mind blowing as Isagi dealing with these demon devils. So I'm gonna give Isagi the third selection win because Isagi had more to prove as his Bluelock career was on the line. As if he didn't start in this game, oh my days, Isagi would have been killing himself mentally in that shower. I know you would have, Isagi. So I have to give Isagi the win here. And fourth selection, I have to give Isagi the win too. I said not fourth selection in the U20 match. Bro was literally ranked number 1. And apart from Nagi's goal, Isagi was involved in every other goal. The second goal, if Isagi and Rin didn't have the most complex chemical reaction at the time, IQ would have probably had a better chance of stopping Rin, because Isagi and Rin's that moving around each other so much, both of them trying to get the goal, was always mind-blowing to IQ. The third goal was set up by Isagi, as even says as you're the heart of Bluelock's team, huh? And obviously Isagi believed in Rin stopping Sei to score that final goal, and that's how they won. So that brings Isagi to 3-1 as he 3-1. And now NEL, yeah, it's easily Isagi. Isagi's been growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and the offer don't play when it comes to that money for Isagi. From 17 mil to 50 mil to 150 mil and probably to 260 mil or even probably 300, because the offer loves glazing that donut on Isagi Yorichi's bid, bro. Bro, imagine if he was doing the bids right, Bao would be 230 for sure. Bao got disrespected. Bo had 7 goals and scored 4 goals in 2 matches and only went up by 15 mil. What the hell is wrong with you people? Anyway, yeah, Nagi's been going downhill, and we already talked about 2 videos for Nagi, so I don't even need to explain the NEL, but yeah. The glazing for Isagi is real. That Krispy Kreme donut glaze you see if you ever walked in a Krispy Kreme store, that is Isagi Yorichi right now from the offer. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It means Isagi wins this easily with a 4-1. The only one I could see change is the third selection, but that's if, and that would only be if I see episode Nagi and they actually cover the matches. But if not, I feel like Nagi was the same throughout the second and third selection, and even the fourth, and then started going on a downfall in the fifth, as there was no reason for Nagi to have to push himself. Maybe he did go. I think his after the second selection, when he was teaming up with Isagi, his best moment had to be when he was teaming up in the U20 matches. Nagi was really trying to show the world who he was, so Nagi did have to go all out for his goal. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the comment, like what versus battle would you guys want to see. Currently the poll's looking like it's going to be Bao versus Lorenzo, so I'm looking forward to covering that. Bluelock's greatest shooter versus the Ace Eater himself. Bye.